Hey everybody, I'm Agent Elrond.
I'm Roffie McMuttonchomper.
We're here to play Fire Emblem 10, Path of Radiant Dawn!
Path of Radiant Dawn.
Path of Radiant Dawn! We're getting very close to the end of my Path of Radiant Dawn Let's Play. We are on the Endgame Rebirth Part 3. Clear!
Oh, Goddess, will you please stop? Is this not enough?
There is enough fanfiction in the universe already.
Your sister regrets all she has done.
Especially the dub confics.
If you look closely at any of Yune's actions and their unintended consequences, you will see they were all born of fear.
That her favorite pairings would be underrepresented on the internet.
Fear that you would expunge her from yourself. If you would but allow her back within you, this would surely never happen again.
Yune is chaos. She is an imperfection in my being.
Only imperfection writes fanfics, yeah, sure.
It is because of her that I have done this thing that cannot be undone.
Did you do the thing, Ashira? Ashira did a thing.
She did a thing. Oh no.
No matter how I admonished you, you would not stop fighting. There was nothing I could do. Every day my beloved children were killed. Killed by others of my beloved children.
Maybe you should just stop making us beloved.
With every death, my rage and sorrow grew, until I could control myself no longer. My emotions burst forth, and I raised.
Oh, so that's why you stopped thinking of us as beloved. But if you didn't care, you wouldn't give a shit and you'd leave us alone.
Storms savaged the heavens.
Why are you telling us this?
Roiling waters rose in tremendous floods. Lives were lost beyond count.
I think this guy was around for that. If he's around for everything else, he was around for
goddess.
I will purge chaos from within myself. Never again will I allow myself to commit such atrocities. I will become a goddess to properly guide and protect my people. I will become perfect.
She sounded a bit like GLaDOS to you there.
that. A little bit like GLaDOS.
I will
Of your
become
being,
perfect.
we were terribly, monstrously
You know
wrong
what
to
that was?
suggest it.
That was my chaos core.
You shouldn't have to bear the weight of our foolish ideas.
I was just lonely.
That's the chaos
My
core.
other half spent all her time worrying about the Lagoos and Bjork. She said she was going to erase me.
Don't worry, Shell is here. Shell will take care of
I
you.
was only playing. I never meant to hurt so many.
I understand, Yune.
I won't do it again. I love all of you too. You paid attention to me. I don't want to go away. It would be lonely, and I don't like being lonely.
Yune doesn't like
I
me.
want to stay here.
You won't like her when she's lonely. Don't make her lonely.
Guys, I have a suggestion. If we here of our own will were to make a pledge to coexist, there would be no need to erase Yune, would there? In which case, we give you our solemn oath. Never again will either the Lagoos or Bjork seek the extermination of the other. So, Degenzia, this is agreeable, is it not?
I do not accept your pledge.
Ah, she's so hard to please.
I cannot believe you.
Now she sounds like Odo.
Living creatures created in our image. You cannot seal away your instincts with reason.
You cannot seal away your instincts without reason.
Without
You are like us.
Wait, what?
You cannot seal your you cannot control your instincts. Blood.
Fear.
Doy.
Humans, get in control of your emotions!
You cannot do this. You are incapable of doing this.
This thing that you cannot do, which Ashira did.
Are we rehashing?
I don't know.
And I may once again make the mistakes that have led us
Stop being so fatalistic.
But yeah, in any case, pretty much
to prevent this.
I think I get why Ashira just nuked the world.
Completely.
She wanted Yune gone. She wasn't interested in keeping keeping to an agreement. She just wanted to get rid of Yune. So she was just like, fuck it.
Screw you, Yune's back! Boom!
Yeah.
In that case, Goddess, would you consider an alternative to such drastic measures?
I don't think she did.
We shall use the power of Sade magic to seal Yune
Oh, you're
in
talking
this
about something else
medallion.
now. Excuse me.
Someday, and it may be in the far distant future, someday we may be able to earn your trust, Goddess. In the hope of that day arriving, refrain from annihilating Yune, please.
In my eyes, imprisoning Yune and destroying her are the same thing. If the chaos and disaster that Yune begets can be averted, I have no objection. I do not know, however, if Yune will submit to such confinement.
Goddess Yune, please hear me. I will never give up. Someday, I will see you restored to yourself. Please. Do not look so sad. I will always be with you. I will sing to you. You will not be lonely.
We're looking at
promise.
Laurent's medallion.
Yeah.
That's Laurent that's talking in it.
Yeah, that was Laurent in all the flashbacks. Is Sefren Laurent?
Shush! They're getting stronger. Stronger. I remember that conversation. I was there. But whose memories are these? I know him. I know him. Everyone, Ashira is nearby, just beyond those doors. That's where we'll find her. We made it, finally. I was getting sick of climbing these stairs. Shut up, Ike. You should know, Ashira may have changed since before her slumber. Order and chaos are meant to naturally balance each other out. If you take one away, balance is lost. I don't expect Ashira to have the merest shred of compassion. Talking to her will likely do no good. We don't have much of a choice. If talking won't work, we'll have to use force. Otherwise, this has all been for nothing. And I've got lots of force. How about you? What do you mean? Are you completely chaotic? Are you out of balance? As far as I can tell, you don't seem to lean too far in either direction. Ashira and I see things a little differently. During my long sleep, I was wrapped in sweet, gentle music. I mean, who could be bitter and apathetic after that? You mean Harangoldra? Yes, but more important than the song itself, I was never alone. There was always someone singing to comfort me. Ashira shouldn't have isolated herself. She became lonely and bitter and lost touch with her people. Alrighty then. Let's just go in here and...
Knock knock.
Hold on, this thing won't budge. Meg! Ina! What's wrong with it? Oh, nothing that a dragon wouldn't fix, I don't think. Those doors cannot be opened.
Oh snap, it's that guy who looks like Lucifer.
They have been sealed with powerful magic. Sefren! You're all right. I am so relieved to see you. I'm sorry to have been the cause for concern, Apostle. Forgive me. Sefren, there's something I need to tell you. I'm not the true Apostle. I didn't mean to abuse your trust. I've known about that for some time, Sanaki. Don't forget that I was almost a father to you. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me whether or not you can hear the goddess. Sefren, thank you for always having been there for me. Empress, shouldn't you tell him about General Zelgius? Yes, I suppose I should. Sefren, Zelgius is dead. I know you put a lot of trust in him, but he was also closely allied to Dayan. I'm sure you've heard of Dayan's so-called Black Knight. Sefren, the Black Knight was Zelgius! But that's probably not news to you, is it? After all, it was you he was taking orders from all along. Ike? What are you saying? A man like Zelgius could never serve conflicting interests. Never. Everything he did for one master. Isn't that so, Sefren? I think I understand. You wanted to monitor events within Dayan, so you sent Zelgius as a spy, right? Precisely. I felt it important to observe King Ashnod carefully. That was my goal. At the time, it was relatively easy to get an outsider close to the king. Ashnard was famous for employing powerful men with no regard for their background or social status. Obviously, he would have needed no convincing once he saw the blade work of General Zelgius. The Black Knight tried to take the medallion from my father and killed him. Tell me, Sefren, whose plan was that? Ashnod's or yours? Calm down, Ike! Sefren, would you please explain, please? Sir Ike, I'm afraid your father's death was an unfortunate result of Zelgius's own personal agenda. I did not order Sir Gawain killed. However, I must admit that I did ask him to seize the medallion and hand it over to King Ashnard. The goddess was to be freed, and all living creatures destroyed. Wait, what?! Like, he's sensible, and then just, whoop! You pulled out the rug, and it's like, hey, boys, it's the crazy pit! And Sefren's right there in the middle of it. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Come again? Come the fuck again? You're insane! That explains everything! I couldn't be more sane, Sir Ike. Look at him! He's got the crazy eyes, everybody!
They always say that!
Lunatic!
Seriously, they always say that.
And learn. My aim has always been to wake Ashira, so that she might pass judgment on all the people of the world. What I needed was a war that would spread across the continent. How could I achieve this? Crazy! 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 I'm telling you! My attention turned to the young Dayan prince. I could use the fiery Ashnod for my purposes. So we're talking back before Path of Radiance! You were crazy! He was ambitious, a fierce warrior, and more than anything, he had an earnest desire to change the world. This is some seriously passive-aggressive shit right here! When I allowed him to know of the goddess sealed inside the medallion, he became determined to set her free. We could use Haran Galdrar, or a massive continent-spanning war to throw the world into chaos. Lord Sefren, what are you saying? Are you saying you wanted this? You can't be serious! Sanaki, my long life has shown me that people of this world deserve only destruction. Wait. Just, I can't. The selfishness, the brutality, the disregard for others, the endlessly quarreling Laguz and Bjork. We have been given many chances to correct our behavior and ourselves, and we have squandered them all. The only remaining hope for a peaceful, orderly world is for Ashira to wipe us all out and begin again. Because it'll work perfectly the next time.
Because Ashira is perfect. No.
It's gonna be Sims, that's what it is. Sims for eternity, oh god.
Yeah.
To fulfill my ambition of destroying all beings. I love how calmly he's talking about the complete and utter genocide of everything on the planet.
On the known surface of the planet.
That's not underwater.
Yeah.
The mermaids will be fine.
Yeah.
The mermaids will be like, boom! Hey, new real estate!
And the whales.
Yeah. To fulfill my ambition of destroying all beings, I had to use you. I had to betray you. This is some kind of monstrous joke. It's alright, Sanaki, I know how you feel. So, You've been pulling the strings all along. And Ike is, like, so over this. He's just like, I just found out who the real person was who killed my father, and I killed the shit out of him. Nothing can surprise me now. So you've been pulling the strings all along. Correct? Beyond just Empress Saniki, you were trusted by a lot of people. Sefren, I need to understand. Did you really betray all of those people? I did.
Okay, it's on.
Okay. I don't get it. Why would you wake the goddess to pass judgment on us? Tell us why. How could you want that? It wouldn't make any difference if I told you. You would have to live a few centuries before you could understand. Years ago, my father went into hiding with the medallion. At the time, he got help from both you and Zelgius. Does this have anything to do with that? You seem to have sparked a distant memory of mine. Answer me. Why did you do this? I'm sorry, I can't tell you. At least, not in any way you would understand.
Try us!
Then I'll have to make you talk. I'm very good at making people talk. I just beat them up and they spill their souls to me. This can't be happening. I won't fight you, Sefren! I can't! Poor Saniki. You have no choice but to fight. The doors leading to Ashira are sealed by my very own magic. Killing me is the only way through. Sefren! So it was you! All those memories penetrating my mind were yours! Since we've entered this place, I've seen what you've been thinking, Laron. Give it up. Goddess Yune, why do you insist on calling me that name? I discarded it long ago, Yune. I've changed. Laron is a thing of the past. All I want now is the end of all this. Please don't stop me. Ron? What would Altina say? Don't bring Altina into this. Really, seriously, she had more backbone than you ever had, and she was a mortal Bjork. Please, I asked you, don't bring her into this. You're running out of time. At this rate, I wouldn't count on being able to face the goddess. I would hate to see you denied after coming all this way. Have you got a death wish? Well, now you know. Who brought you here? And why? I suppose that just leaves our fight to the death to take care of. Crazy! Crazy! He's crazy! But he's going down.
Everyone hopped on the crazy train.
Everyone just hopped on the crazy train and rode it straight to Crazyville.
I don't like it when people hate on this game, but I can really understand why they do.
Yeah, I know. Everyone just... Well, I think it's very touching, and I think it says something about, you know, the state of someone's brain if they live too long.
Yeah.
So this is Sefren, he's the boss of this chapter, and he's sort of the opposite of Deginsia. He has half as many hit points, but look at those stats! You have to have the absolute max speed in order to double him, and since I don't have anyone with 40 speed except for...
No, well, attack, look at his attack speed. His light tome weighs him down.
Yeah, it does a bit. The thing you want to watch out for with him is his crit.
That crit. Let's look at Cravelad.
Cravelad, that's
Yeah,
how I'm gonna pronounce
crit
it.
plus 15, so yeah.
Holy cow, and he has Corona!
And Mantle.
He has a double S in Light, Dark, and Staff. He's actually a pretty cool class.
Yeah.
With excellent caps, if I do say so myself.
Damn.
He has the Rudolph gem, which gives him plus 10 to his defense, and he's standing on cover, which gives him plus 15 to avoid and plus 10 to defense. So, yeah, he's awesome. And these 4 spirits here have a hidden guard skill, which means if you kill him...
If you try to attack Sefren, they'll block.
They'll take the damage for him. And
Yeah.
it's very annoying. So you have to kill all the spirits and then kill Sefren. But we got a few aces of our
Meantime,
own.
let's talk about the spirits themselves.
The spirits come in thunder, fire, and wind. And what's interesting about these spirits is, well, one, they have no illustration and no battle animation, which I think is a little bit bogus. I thought they would be cool to see. They have fairly mediocre magic.
Mediocre.
They have good hit, but they don't have nearly the kind of powers the white dragons did. They can go everywhere.
They could, yeah.
They teleport, basically.
They teleport.
The thing about their magic, it does not have the effectiveness.
So it's like the
thing.
wind spirits won't have tripled might against your
Because your flying units, your thunder won't be tripled against your scaly units, and your fire won't be tripled against your furry units, which is
good. They still get weapon triangle bonuses.
They still get weapon triangle.
If you're playing on normal or lower. On
hard, it doesn't matter,
yeah.
because there is no weapon triangle on hard. This map is also interesting in that there's almost I don't think there are any normal floor tiles.
Yeah.
There's heal stones, which heal you and give plus 15 to avoid. There's cover, there's wardwood, and then there's this kind of cover.
There's cover Mark II.
Cover Mark II, and then there's cover Mark III. Anyway, this is kind of a funky map, and it's defeat boss. So let's look at some of the stuff we have here. Choose units really quickly. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to be dropping Sothe at this point in order to bring one of our two new characters, NASIR! We're going to talk a little bit about NASIR and Gareth here. We'll start with Gareth. Gareth is a typical red dragon, which means he's got huge strength and defense, and terrible everything else. He's really slow and he has terrible resistance. He has Blood Tide, which is about the most useful thing about him. Because of his low resistance and his low speed, the spirits and the bosses from here on out, who all use magic, will slaughter him! He's more of a liability than he is useful, in my humble opinion.
You have to really know what you're doing in order to make good use of him.
Yeah, and have a real specific strategy. So I don't particularly like to bring him. But if you want another person with Red Tide, there you go. If you need Red Tide, though, and you only need one of them, Ina is far better at this point because of her huge resistance. She's also slow, but because she has huge resistance, she doesn't get slaughtered. Let's talk, on the other hand, NASIR. NASIR is a white dragon. He has Boon, White Pool, and Nihil, which is more useful in that you can take Nihil off him and put it on someone who can actually fight well. He is also slow, and he's got super good magic and resistance, which makes really all the difference in the
better
world.
defense.
And better defense
than
Gareth's
resistance.
Yeah. NASIR is really, really useful, mostly because of White Pool. It boosts the magic and speed! So he is now your mage's very, very best new friend. And I am going to be bringing him. He comes with a Laguz gen. He is set. I love NASIR, and it's very nice. So, that's what we're doing with that. Let's look at our outfit system here. We'll work on items and BXP and skills off screen, because it's probably going to be boring. Is there anyone... Ah! We can do this. That'll be handy. I think everyone else is...
Yep.
Good. Yep, that's it. That's a good info.